Hi, I'm Sricharan Tadepalli, CSO and co-founder of byteXL. Here's a beautiful view from byteXL office of Durgamachera View and the bridge. And we are located in high-tech city, which is the heart of the city of Hyderabad, where a lot of IT services and product-based companies are there and they bloom a lot, and a lot of opportunities in terms of technical and non-technical, and the living is existing in high-tech city. Now coming to the vision of byteXL, let me take a minute and talk about my journey in byteXL. Here what it comes. I being a technology expert, because my journey is 20 years of being an expert into an IT industry, working with different projects. I was an expert in technology. And then coming down to byteXL, right, I took a challenge that I wanted to be on sales, explore the option of how do I go and sit in the college, go sell the product. Rather than selling a product, I would go, rather than going and better understanding the college is what we try doing. So now this is where the main story comes in. So when we started visiting the colleges, when we had a face-to-face conversations, that is when we realized what actually is missing and what actually is required for the transformation of engineering colleges. One, the majorly is the curriculum, which is, it looks for me like 16 years old, where when I've done my post-graduation or graduation, it looks to be the same as today. And on top of that, the educator scarcity, that is one other priority that I've seen, which is very important. There are a lot of immediate needs engineering colleges have, but we felt rather than just going with the immediate needs, we wanted to see how do we bring the foundation back so that in engineering, the system can come into such a way where the transformation start happening, which is the mission and vision of byteXL. Now let me tell you a few things which have been observed and which has been transitioned as a vision and mission to byteXL. So when we did a face-to-face in colleges, we have started understanding that the faculty shortage and the faculty skill set has been the major crunch. On top of that, the curriculum that's been designed in the engineering colleges makes a lot of differentiation between the readiness to the academic and industry gaps. So that's where byteXL comes in as an expert in terms of designing the curriculum and also seeing the right educators being landed when we partner with colleges. Coming to the curriculum update and how we work with colleges and what we exactly do and what is our understanding around it. So today, if you really look at it in engineering education, there are a lot of theoretical approach that's been followed. So byteXL vision is to see how that can be changed to learn by doing, by adding more academic and industry collaboration in order to bring the curriculum being accepted by AICTE norms as well as bringing up the academic together into one. That's where the first awareness that we should bring in picture, where the curriculum can be modified. But this curriculum modification just doesn't happen just by looking at the curriculum of the syllabus. But it happens based on the socio-economic culture, socio-economic region, the students, the college comes from the tier, and also from the background, the management and the leaderships come in. So we do a lot of analysis and research on these parameters. We work on it and then we come to a place where we wanted to go pick and start working on the curriculum update. I'll talk more about how we give this awareness, how this comes up in the next steps. Bringing awareness is very important in terms of college, in terms of students, in terms of leadership, and also in terms of the management who is working inside the college premises. The first and foremost awareness is required to the management leadership to make them understand what curriculum is important for that particular economic region or socio-economic region you call so is very important. So there's a differentiation that we can do it here because you have south regions, you have north, you have western. So the curriculum can actually be designed based on the region specific also, because that is where you need to do a little industry research to figure out what that specific region would be required or what kind of opportunities the region can give it to you. Based on that, we work on a lot of awareness, a lot of research, and a lot of awareness has been given to the college and students over here. In order to make them industry ready, we see that the curriculum has been designed in such a way that the industry specific has been added to the academic so that the credits are being matched and AICTE norms are also being taken care. And we see that awareness is spread across the college in all the departments, including the management. So let me explain how we differentiate with other partners that are existing. So byteXL by itself are specialized in terms of curriculum curating. So that's one of our areas of thinking. And then on top of that, bringing the awareness, infrastructure, and the right educators in place. But before even going there, right, I think it's very important for you to work on certain things before you make any changes, updations on the curriculum. Adding to it, the first and foremost awareness that we want trying to bring in is to see that the test preps, right? So basically what happens is today in the market, a lot of companies, tech companies go and work on test preps. Test preps is something which has been done in time, in a short duration courses, which doesn't give you good results. So whereas when you come to byteXL, right, byteXL wanted to design the curriculums in such a way that it goes in organic fashion, which starts from first year and then going up to fourth year. So that there is a flow path that has been designed where your flow path is very important for you to be an expert into an area that you do it. So we go make you understand that awareness part and take you to a right outcome, because byteXL is someone who works more in make you ready and being your learning partner. So that it more than let me put it something like this. We see that students who come work with byteXL as a partner, we see that the student's journey is more on learning rather than directly coming and say a short-term course, you read it, you become an expert and get hired by some company. We don't go into that practices because we did a research and figured out that short-term courses won't give right results. But it is more about how you organize, prioritize, do the prerequisites, and then take the flow path and give it to you. That's where byteXL comes in, and then that's where we bring on our expertise in bringing the emerging technologies added to the academic curriculum. The current challenges that colleges face today is more on having a right faculty and having a right curriculum in place. So how does byteXL come in there is very important to make you understand. As already been defined and made you understand that colleges would require 1:20 ratio of educator ratio. But today when you look at the universities or engineering colleges which are autonomous or affiliated colleges, the ratio would match around 1:45 and 1:60, which is actually makes a lot of differentiation because the educator to student ratio should always be 1:20 or maximum 1:25 ratio. So what byteXL does here is to see that the differentiation or the gap that has between the 1:25 ratio, we're trying to go and solve the problem of 1:45, 1:65 and get it down to 1:25, so that right quality of education is being reached out to the students in a particular college, which is very important. So we play a major role in doing that. And this is where also the major role plays on how you deliver your curriculum, because curriculum designing is one art, but how you go and deliver it and how to whom you are delivering it and at what ratio you are delivering it makes a lot of difference. So byteXL sees that all those things comes to one alignment and see that it's been delivered and put across. So additionally, a lot of existing faculty have an issue in terms of the skill sets. And moreover, I think it's more about funding them rightly in universities, college will make some more sense, so that they have been skilled into right technologies where they'll be able to deliver the sessions to the classes, in the classes to the students. So curating the curriculum is currently the puzzle that we have. So when we work on curating the curriculum, right, it's not just about just coming in just like that and do it. It's not about that. There's a lot of interaction that would be required at the institution level and the ground level for you to go on in depth and have some commitment towards the curriculum that you are designing. So as we are talking about a lot of points like awareness and then how do you curate the curriculum, the first and foremost important thing that lies here for byteXL's vision to carry out or to design a curriculum or to what we make a differentiator is to see that there are 7 parameters that byteXL currently looks in. 1, the awareness part of it. 1, the infrastructure part of it. 1, the educator, the curriculum. The educator is nothing but faculty, and the curriculum, and we talk about the management and the leadership that comes in. So we focus on the 7 parameters. We have our account management analysis based on all these 7 parameters. We added, these are all the areas where we add about the socio-economic culture, the student culture, the college culture is being well put into thought process. And that is where byteXL comes as an expert right now does all those understanding, and then we go in depth commitment. As I said, we go in deep, we work with them very deeply and give them what would be required in order to see that right skilling has been provided to the students. As I said before, it's not only right skilling, it's the journey that is being given to student who becomes a learner. Even after byteXL is done, there should be someone who would be learning all the time, and we are very sure once they go to a journey of corporate, they'll still remember byteXL because we have given them something very important which is called learning. And that is where the success comes in. So we are not someone who go and tell them that placement is a priority, but we say the learning is a priority through which the placement can happen. And on top of that, who are we to give them placement or job? Students, skilling and learning is the more important area. Once you put them onto the right track of learning, the outcomes would automatically be achieved by students themselves. And that's where we come in and we see the student journey has been carried out rightly. Additional to what I want to add is we are looking at colleges who have vision and mission what aligns to byteXL. As on today, we have 15 engineering colleges and universities which align to byteXL's vision and mission, where we work with them in deep and commitment, and they are also been our trusted partners and they trust byteXL the same way. The current main challenges with college is basically in the curriculum that is being curated by the universities is the flow path. So byteXL is an expert in bringing out that flow path. How we do is, I'll just give an example here. Let's say like there is a third year student or a fourth year student that are there who have major stream specializations into cloud computing or AI. What is happening here is when a student learns machine learning here, the prerequisites are not well defined. The prerequisites are not well learned. That's where the problem comes in for him to become an expert into the region. So byteXL comes in here as an expert, designing the curriculum from year 1 to 4, which follows a flow path and defines their specializations accordingly and see that their prerequisites are well handled so that by the time they come to third year and fourth year, the domain specific is well taught with the prerequisite knowledge the student has so that they can become experts into it. That's where the transformation story would also come into picture.